Hello, in this discussion video, we will be talking about the basic information of data formats such as JSON and XML and how they affect the request-response cycle of a client and a server. Before delving into the technicalities of the process, let us first define data format. Data format refers to the structure and organization of data in a specific way that allows computers and software systems to interpret and manipulate the data consistently. It defines rules and conventions for representing, storing, and transmitting data in a format that is both understandable to humans and machines. Two of the most common data formats used in Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or the protocol of the web, are JSON and XML. They are a bit similar, but they have different syntax and functionality. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notion, which is an open standard file format and data interchange format that stores and transmits data objects made of arrays and attribute value pairs using text that is readable by humans. In simple terms, JSON is lightweight and based on the syntax of a JavaScript code, which make it easier to read and write. On the other hand, XML stands for Extensive Markup Language, and it functions by providing formats and conventions for storing, transmitting, and reconstructing arbitrary data. XML is more verbose to JSON, which makes it less efficient for larger datasets. How do they exactly differ in the way of writing? JSON is written similar to a JavaScript code. It uses key value pairs that are enclosed by quotation marks. Meanwhile, XML uses tags similar to the structure of HTML. On XML, each value is enclosed by an attribute tag, while on JSON, each attribute is enclosed by a quotation mark followed by the value on the left. Any data type can be stored on both of these formats, making it functional and extensive. Moving on to the process, each client will send a request in a format between JSON or XML. In this example, the data format that will travel along the established connection is JSON. The content type header informs the server about the type being sent to it so it can properly accommodate that response. Meanwhile, the accept header refers to the preferred data format that the client would expect to receive. Going back to this example, the content header specifies a JSON data format. This means that it informs the client that it will be sending a JSON data format. The acceptance header also indicates a JSON format, which means that the client is expecting JSON data format from the server. Since both of these headers are aligned to the data format that will be transferred, the request-response cycle will be successful. In our next example, the content header and accept header are still the same. However, the data format that will traverse towards the connection is in the form of XML. What do you think will happen? This will cause an error. This error lets both the client and server know that the data format is incompatible and inconsistent. How do we fix this? The process will only take place if both of the content header, accept header, and data format are aligned to each other. In our previous example, the data format of the data is XML, while the content and accept header are in the form of JSON. In order to make this work, we should make the content and JSON header to XML data format to make it consistent and aligned to the data that will be sent. This also applies to JSON. In summary, XML and JSON are closely similar, but they differ in what they can offer and syntax. JSON has a JavaScript type of style, while XML resembles HTML. On executing a successful process, make sure that both content header and accept header align to the data format to be sent. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you learned about the basics of data format.